Alright, so this is where I am at this point. I'm almost 5 feet in the ground trying to get under these old pieces of concrete and stone mixed together from some buildings, previous walls. And they are huge. I mean, this is literally like the tip of the iceberg here. My one hope is that where I want to have the one sonotube for the pier, I think technically that one slab, the lower of the two right there where my finger is just like the surface that is right about 3 feet, and I need to be at least 3 feet. And I think if you see that area where my finger is on that one, I think I probably need a little better tool, but you can see where I did a little damage to it just using a little hammer kind of thing. I think if I go get myself a sledgehammer, I could probably break that up, or at least break out that section, because it's a little bit weak there. And I could potentially fit a sonotube in there in that space, because just that area right there that's right in the way of me putting the tube down. If I can do that, that's probably what I'm going to do, just because I'm worried. I was talking with somebody who has like a backhoe. I don't even know if a backhoe could get that out of there without disturbing a lot more dirt than I want to disturb. So, yeah, good times. But I'm determined. I will not be beaten. I may not move into my home until sometime in 2019 at this point. But I will win, and the rocks be damned. I may have actually broken a couple that were about that big in half earlier tonight because I was getting frustrated. And I just took the pick. Because it was one of those, you're trying to find like the edge of that with the pick, and so that I could actually get under and pull it out. I could finally just wham! And broke it in half. So that actually felt kind of good. I mean, not on my hands, but otherwise. So anyways, and then that hole, which I started over there last night, and I haven't done anything else with, because I was really trying to see what I could do with these old concrete slabs over here. Because the guy who does have a backhoe even won't be out here until at least Wednesday or Thursday. I did get that thing off of there because that was hitting me in the head repeatedly. Those things, they're just, I guess what I was talking about earlier, they really don't, the purpose of them is to provide a little extra stability, say when you're actually on wheels. Once you're up off wheels, the thing is too, is you can only, to actually have good stability from those, they need to be only part way down. So once you reach a certain point where they're basically more straight up and down than they are side to side, you're losing stability. You're losing they're weaker. For getting a car up, I mean, they are actually not a bad way to go. A classic scissor jack. But as you can see, mine were not holding. And I was not using these to raise and lower. I was not using these to hold all the weight. They were just sort of there as extra. But as the metal on the bottom, which here I'll show you. It's a great time to show some people what the underside looks like, because I got the metal underpinning. But anyways, in the places where you have the metal on the bottom, the jacks had to sink into that a little bit. And it did bend the metal, but it held up. It just bent it a little. So the jacks, the final distance, your jacks came down about maybe that much. And it's out of focus, onto the jacks, and that was enough. Those were just set so that they were touching the ground. I don't want them not touching completely, because if something, if you have like a fall and impact on that, they're definitely not going to be able to handle that. I just wanted so that something a little firm that could help lower that ease it down onto the jack stand. And and this is not, this is definitely not a problem with anything that Incredible Tiny Homes does. I think, you look, most manufacturers use these, and I think if you're just traveling around on the road and whatnot, certainly, people all over the world use these with RVs. They were a giant pain in the butt to get out of there. Part of that is that, like, this one was 11/16, and the one there was 9/16. So on top of everything, they're sort of like slightly unusual sizes, and I had to go out and buy some. Of course, that I mean, I have my full socket set. I have but everything except level and 16ths, which is just that's the way life is. And it didn't help that I also don't have my 3/4, and I thought that I thought that it was 3/4 first because it was too small for whatever is slightly larger than 3/4. It's late. Anyways, and it wasn't 3/4, it was 11/16. So, which, I needed those to complete my ratchet set anyways. I just wasn't planning on buying them at True Value today. But, and making 2 trips back. That was, because then I always feel stupid like going in the store and, people, especially in small places like this, people sort of recognize it. It's like, haha, you didn't know what size you had. I'm using those bricks as a little step over there. We'll see how this goes. At this point, I know I'm definitely not going to make it into the home by August 20th. There's just no way. There's too many things that need to happen between now and then. If I make it by September 20th, that'll be amazing. I don't know if I'll even make that at this point. My birthday is October 13th. As long as I make it by my birthday, that'd be great. But I'm not even predicting at this point anymore. There's just too many things that constantly do not work. So we will muddle through and figure it out as we go. Radio. But that's that. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, so I figured that is about my center point where I want my post. Just with my handy dandy plumb bob. I call him Mr. SquarePants. And I could even bring this over a little bit and still be okay. And then I just need 8 inches all around that point. So yeah, I think we will get a sledge tomorrow, and I'm just gonna beat the crud out of that rock. I might even get myself a little bit of a wedge or something to help, and I will just do that because yeah, that should work. I'll talk to my concrete guy and see what he thinks. But damn it, like I said, I will win. I swear to God, I will win, and I will destroy all the rocks. I have to go out and find some damn dynamite. That actually sounds really delightful. Alright, talk to y'all later.